So I finished another book series, finally. I actually finished books. Crazy. I know. But starting a couple months ago, I read Lovelight by B.K. Morrison. I loved it. It's one of like 7 of my 6-star reads of all time. Literally, in my eyes, this is one of the most perfect books ever written. Sorry, I won't take criticism. I simply won't take criticism. Then I read In the Weeds, which is the second one. That one was pretty good. And then for some reason, I think I fell into a slump. And then I started reading, I picked up ACOTAR back up. And that consumed like all my time. So then a couple weeks ago, I picked up Mixed Signal. I finished that. And then just 2 nights ago, I finished Business Casual. Oh my god. Hello? Who was gonna put me on this sooner? Shout out to my Goodreads friends who actually did put me on this sooner. I love you. Anyway, though, basically, in case you don't know the basic like plot of these books, or you've never heard of this before, which is like criminal. Literally love this series. It can do no wrong in my eyes. The first book, Lovelight Farms, is about a Christmas tree farm called Lovelight Farms. Very simple. It's about Stella, who's been in love with her best friend Luca for like over 10 years, and they fake date to like give the farm like publicity or whatever, and then they actually fall in love, and it's so beautiful and sweet and romantic, and I cried every single book in this series, and I'm not an easy cry. There's very few books that have ever made me cry. Specifically Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. Every book in the Hunger Games series, but that's its own thing, okay? That's its own entity, alright? And then these bad boys. So yeah, that really says a lot, you know? Also, sorry for switching the angle so many times. I'm trying to try new things and like see how it looks and works out. Anyway, like I said, they fake date and fall in love. Anyone who follows me on Goodreads or just like knows me when I talk about books, I don't like friends to lovers, and this is kind of like that, even though it's fake dating, which is my favorite trope if you know me. I don't like friends to lovers. I think very few people can write it right. I love Emily Henry. I would kill for her. If she asked me to, I would literally commit homicide for her. And I did not like People We Meet on Vacation. That's my lowest rated book of hers. I didn't like that one. I think there's one other book that's Friends to Lovers that I actually liked. Oh, it was Picking Daisies on Sundays by Liana Sincotti. But this one just like blew me out of the water. Like, it was so sweet and so cute. I did not read it during Christmas time. I feel like I should clarify. It probably would have been like 200 stars if I read it during Christmas time, but I didn't, and that's okay. It was so cute and so sweet, and I loved it so much. So when we start with Stella and Luca, the other characters are all their like friends and stuff, like in like real life, or not real, you know what I mean, whatever, they're friends. This one is about Beckett, which is, he works on the farm with Stella, and then Evelyn, who's like, she's like the social media person they were trying to impress in Lovelight Farms. They fall in love. Oh my gosh, so cute. Love it. He like makes like a TikTok or whatever. I don't remember what social media platform it is, but he like makes some like big video or whatever to like as his grand romantic gesture at the end of the book. Sorry if that's a spoiler. I should have prefaced that. It's okay. It's fine. Very minor. It's a romance book. They're gonna fall in love. I don't know what, like, it's not a spoiler. Anyway though, third book, Mixed Signals. I was ready for this one. We follow Layla, who's like the baker on the farm. I don't know why I put that in quotes. She is a baker. And then Caleb, who was like a police officer, like a deputy, or not a deputy, no, I don't know. He like worked for the police station or whatever. And then he like became a teacher, and you see a lot of them in these 2 books. Like, I feel like I should clarify that. It's not like these are coming out of nowhere. There is actual stuff leading up to it in the prior books. So it's not jumping at you out of nowhere. I do like that they're connected like that. Anyway though, I literally thought he was a different person, because in these 2 books, he worked for the police station, and then in this one, all of a sudden, he was like a teacher, and it really threw me for a loop. Like, I wholeheartedly, genuinely believed this was a whole other man. Even though he had the exact same name, I just thought, oh, okay, I guess I don't know. It's like when Rick Riordan forgot that he made Blackjack like a girl in Titan's Curse, and he was a boy in all the other books. like, that's what I believed. And then I read on, and he said he was fired, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense now. Anyways, they fake date again in this one. I shouldn't say again, but they fake date in this one. And I was really excited for them. Okay, Layla and Caleb, I have been like all over since book 1, because you could tell this man was pining over her. Okay, I was a little underwhelmed. I'm gonna be honest. I was a little underwhelmed. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I still gave it 4 stars. But I don't know. I just didn't love it. I was also bawling my eyes out though. Let me clarify. This last like chunk of the book right here, this whole last chunk, I read literally at midnight because I was like, I'm just gonna finish this tonight. And it was like 12:30 at night, and I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out. So I feel like maybe if I wasn't so hyper emotional, I could have enjoyed it a little more. But also, all the food that Layla cooks makes me so hungry, and I want to cry a little bit because I bake. Okay, I cook. I'm a little baker or whatever. But I cannot make some of the stuff that she's making, and it makes me a little upset and jealous. Anyway though, last book in the series, one I finished most recently, Business Casual. We have Nova, who is Beckett's youngest sister. He has 3 sisters. She's the youngest. And then his face is hidden. And then Charlie, behind these flowers, who is Stella's like half brother, kind of. Her dad's weird. I don't like her dad in these books. He's awful. But so yeah, so that's this last like connection. And Nova is like a tattoo artist, and she like starts this little like tattoo shop or whatever in the, I don't know why I say or whatever. I don't know how to talk about books, okay, which is really funny for a booktube channel. I don't know how to talk. I just kind of scream on Goodreads, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love them. I need them. And that's kind of it, and I get away with it. And Caleb is like big banking New York rich businessman, which I thought, okay, these past couple books, I thought he was so sweet. When we started this one, I thought he was a douche. I was like, oh, this guy sucks. And then I got like 3 chapters, and I was like, oh, never mind. Basically, Charlie really likes Nova, and then at Stella and Luca's wedding, she's like, oh my gosh, do you want to hook up? It'd be like so funny if we hooked up. And he's like, and then she like backs out of it, and then it ends up happening anyway, like on a different day when no one is drunk. Clarification. And then things get kind of awkward between them, but then they fall in love anyway, and it's so cute and it's so sweet, and I love them, and I need both of them. These guys, these 2, I will say, so I've read smut. I do. It's not something I do consistently, but I've literally posted about it on this channel before. It's nothing new, and especially in romance books nowadays. I love romance. I think it's really sweet. It reminds me of what I will never have. But yeah, I don't try to hide it or anything. These books definitely have smut in them. And the further you go in the series, the worse it gets, the more prevalent it gets. So if that doesn't float your boat, that's okay. I understand. Just a little warning. I like to make a warning out there. This is one of the freakiest pieces of literature I've ever read. I'm just saying. I do hope I convinced you at least a little bit to read those books, because they are genuinely I forgot I put that on my bed. Anyway though, they are genuinely some of my favorite books ever. They're so sweet. I love the way that B.K. Borison writes. The Love Confession series always make me tear up. They are so sweet. Genuinely could not recommend a book series more. And I'm a hardcore Emily Henry fan. I will always recommend her books, but I'm also going to, they're over there. I'm also always going to be recommending B.K. Borison now. She's literally on my auto-buy list. Series changed my life. Love them so much. I needed to just come online and rant to people about how much I love them. I need every single one of those characters. Oh my gosh, I can't freaking point. Every single one of those characters in my real life. I need to have all of them. I need them. I love them so much. And I think they're amazing. And yeah, and I could scream about them forever. But if you want like a more like detailed review or whatever, not to plug my own social medias, but I do have reviews for Lovelight Farms and In the Weeds, like full reviews. on my Goodreads, which is linked in my About page and should be in the description too. And then I will have reviews for Mixed Signals and Business Casual coming out soon. But thank you for watching. I love you, and I really hope you give those books a chance.